Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman and welcome back for more Let's Play Castlevania, Aria of getting hit in the freaking knee by an arrow. Okay, seriously, I can't believe I just had to bring that up of all things, but... yeah, anyways, in the last part, we took down a bunch of bosses, met a couple new characters, and introduced the art of cursing. Screw this. Okay, back in this room again. Let's just keep killing these things. Ooh, an uncurse potion. That might actually come in handy. Yeah, the ectoplasms have a chance of dropping that, but it's not that helpful, to be honest, because let me tell you, half the time I'm either too full on those things or never have any when I keep wanting them. Let me just say that when I was doing my soul grinding, when I was doing my practice run, ectoplasm was probably one of the last souls I got in the entire game. No joke. It's really that rare and not freaking good. Anyways, yeah, there's two areas we can go here. I think I'm gonna go the down path, or no, I'll go the down path first. I was gonna say, I don't think the up path really leads to a whole lot. I think this way just leads to a weapon. A lot of these areas lead to weapons in this place, and they're actually fairly decent weapons for this point in the game. Actually, I think I remember this one. Broadsword. Broadsword is the introduction of overhead weapons in this game. This one's actually fairly strong too. It has a nice range to it, and yeah, combat knife's a little bit stronger, but I don't know, I think for now I might use the broadsword a little bit just to differentiate things up a little bit, because the broadsword does have a bit of a nicer range. It's a bit slower, but let me just say, after playing Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, I'd much rather the overhead weapons in this game. Let me just say that. Anyways, we also got a heart pendant there, which I'm going to equip because it's better than the regular pendant. Yeah, this is where the broadsword does come in handy because, as you see there, it lets us hurt these enemies, hurt multiple enemies at once with that, which is actually quite nice. I don't like these evil butchers though, I can never seem to avoid their hits. Although, yeah, I'm really noticing how slow this weapon is now that I'm using it though. So, I know I said I was going to use it, but screw it, I'm going back to my much faster weapon. I'm also sorry screw off. I'm also sorry that I opened up this... ooh, spear, actually. That's a new weapon as well. Is that any stronger, I wonder? No, it's not. Spear's a different type of weapon. It's actually... it's a much slower weapon, but it's also at the same time... I don't know, it's hard to describe it. It's a lot slower, but... usually those really kind of slow weapons do a lot of damage or something. Anyways, speaking of slow weapons that do a lot of damage, we got the hammer. Yeah, this thing is a lot stronger than our other thing. Unfortunately, it's slow as crap and has garbage range. Also, unlike the broadsword, it also can't do damage at the hilt of the sword as well. It's only the edge of it, which makes it a really difficult weapon to use. If you want, like, straight up damage, then it's decent, I guess, but I'm not a huge fan of these weapons. Ironically, the hammer, though, is one of my favorite weapons in Dawn of Sorrow. Go away. Actually, I should probably, if I felt like it, I could go back for a minute, because there's actually quite a number of key differences in the room with where we fought the Manticore. Now that it's gone. And there's actually we should be coming up to that room here pretty soon. So I think I'm gonna pass on that now that I think about it. Oh geez, oh geez. I'm taking a lot of hits here. Yeah, we have white dragons. And we got these guys, Ghost Dancer. The Ghost Dancer is a soul that I would actually highly recommend. Because the Ghost Dancer is the soul that boosts the luck stat in this game, which is very nice. Fortunately, they're kind of tough to hit. Really, they're not that hard to kill. They don't have a whole lot of HP, but yeah, if you can get their soul, I'd actually really recommend it. Here we have an Moon and an Anti-Venom. It's actually an interesting room up here, though, which I think is where we need to be going right now, but I'm going to pass off it for a minute. Here we have a warp room, which, like the name implies, will let us warp to all the other spots in the castle. And despite what you may think about only seeing one warp room or whatever, we actually have 2 spots available. The other spot is actually a room we've never been to in the castle corridor. It gives us that option by default as well, like, which I think is really nice. Anyway, Ghost Dancer is a little bit uncommon. There's more in this room here, too, which is why I was kind of ignoring them. We also have another new enemy here as well. And you just have this guy who just sort of bounces all over the place. He isn't that hard to kill, but in kind of a weird spot, so... yeah, I don't know what's... I can't do anything about that area over there. I wouldn't mind if I could have gotten that soul there, but that would have actually been kind of epic. Also, there's a lot more Ghost Dancers here than I thought. Go away. Is there a hidden area up here? Yes, there is. It's a good thing I remembered that. This is how we get to an area we saw earlier. And you may recognize this room. That's how we get that one money bag. Shoot. Okay, 75. I can more than likely make my way back to the save room and castle corridors. It's gonna be close, but... oh, you piece of... oh, jeez. Okay, not after that. What do I got? Milk, rotten meat. I have way too much rotten meat. Only one potion, too, so I'm just gonna use my milk. I could have used a potion there, but I don't know. I usually... for some reason, I like to save my potions for, like, bigger fights and stuff. I was not gonna risk that there, because... yeah. That's just stupid, cause being hit and knocked back. Friggin' classic Konami logic right there. Also, I just realized we made so much progress in the last part, and this part we're making virtually none. I guess that's kind of the nature of this beast of a game, though, because, like, yeah, there's sometimes where you can make a lot of progress, or sometimes none at all, so, yeah, let's make our way to that warp room. I'm trying to remember the specific way we need to go here. I think I know where, yeah, I think I know where we have to go now. Let's just go back to that one warp room that I was telling you about. So, this is a new area in Castle Corridor, although it's basically right next to an area we've been already. We couldn't have made it up here without double jump, which we now have access to, so the game does let us go here. Just pretty nice, if I do say so. And I could go see Hammer right now, but I think I'm gonna pass on that, because... not for spoilers or anything, but actually he does have something I want. I'm just gonna go to the save room really quickly. Alright, let's see what you got. Howdy there, you came. Is this where you've opened your shop? Yes, yes it is. By the way, that cute young lady over there, she's staring at you. Is she your friend? Yeah. Oh, I had no idea you're so popular with ladies. Hey, that's not like that. Don't be shy now. I hear it's good to be young. Alright, back to business. Take a look around, your friend. Alright, so Hammer, you can buy or sell items. Buying, he can sell us the Castle Map 2, which was the main item I wanted to buy from him. And he more or less has a bunch of weapons we mainly saw already, a couple that we haven't, and a couple pieces of armor. Those war fatigues actually look nice, but I'm gonna pass on that because, to be honest, we usually don't need a whole lot. That Castle Map 2, by the way, opens up a lot. Opens up basically the entire next area of where we're supposed to be going, so that's actually really convenient that it sort of gives us that whole introduction there. And made me realize that this is not at all where leads off to an area at all that I need to be going. But I believe there is still something nice for climbing this. So that's what I want to do. Actually, yeah, there's that over there. I don't think we can get that for a long time, actually. That by the time we're basically able to get that, there's unfortunately already stuff that outdates it. There we can find the Cetus, which is a punching weapon. Fist attachment for punching. Again, kind of short range, but yeah, it's not that bad. Killer Doll. I believe Killer Doll actually has a pretty rare soul in this game. I know it does in the second game as well, and I would imagine it being somewhat similar in this, but I don't know. Also, that I don't think should be it, unless I'm just thinking of a completely different area. Maybe I'm thinking of a completely different area. I'm probably thinking of the tower that I'm supposed to climb up, actually. Also, it doesn't really look like there's much of a fist attachment. It looks like he's wearing a friggin' boxing glove or something with that thing. Yeah, the Cetus is a decent weapon, but I usually don't use punching weapons that much, because usually they're not that great. There's an area we can get to now that we have the double jump in an area that's near the entrance to the chapel, but that is a long distance away. Oh, we got Skeleton. Alright, that's a soul I've been kind of wanting for a while now. Skeleton is basically the axe from the original games. And by original games, I mean like the original Castlevania games. It basically tosses an axe upwards. Leather plate, I already have that equipped anyway. And let's use our new double jump. I think I just saw the thing that I was confusing the other room for. This room and the other room are actually very similar. They're both very tall, castle-like structures that one of them leads to different areas, and they both have I think about 2 weapons each in them. Anyway, here we go, Lance. This thing might be stronger than the combat knife. Yes, it is, without a doubt, stronger. Problem with the Lance is, it's slow as balls. The good thing about the Lance, though, on top of it being slow, though, is it has a really nice range. I also think Siren's one of the worst souls in the game, too, so I don't have to show that off if I get it. Yeah, this thing, I actually don't mind using the Lance, because although it's slow, yes, and kind of awkward to use, it does have nice range, which is, I guess, a fairly good thing. Anyways, let's go on to the dance hall. I believe we're going to be greeted by... Oh. Ooh, another character. Strange, I sense a dark power within you. Who are you? It's rude to ask a question before introducing yourself. Yes, you're right. I can't give away my name, but people call me Jay. People call you Jay? Why do you hide your real name? Are you a criminal? Well, in the Pokemon world, you are most certainly a criminal, but... No, I have amnesia. I'm told that I was in an accident in 1999. When I woke up in the hospital, I'd forgotten my name and my past. Oh, I see. Well, my name's Soma. Your dark power, were you born with it? I don't really know. I first noticed it when I entered this castle. I see, I guess I was mistaken. Mr. J, why have you come to this castle? Call me Jay. I'm filled with fear when I hear the name Dracula. I came here because the prophecy. I thought my memory might return. In fact, since my arrival, I felt like my memory is returning. And your accident occurred in 1999. Maybe Dracula was involved. Fear, you're correct, especially since I have magical powers. Jay, are you an exorcist? Well, you might say that, but I work for no one but myself. I must be going now. I'm sure we'll meet again. Yes, see ya. Well then. Interesting. Interesting bunch of characters we are introduced to in this world, and I think Jay might be the last one. I mean, we've seen... I think we've seen every character in this at some point. That's another weapon we can't get for a while. A bit sooner than some of the others we've been seeing, but... Also, come on, let me kill these friggin' things. I honestly want these things soul, because if I'm gonna be going for 100%, that's gonna be a lot of soul grinding, and I'd like to be able to get some of these souls on my first time. In fact, if there's a soul that I really want, then chances are I will probably grind for it. If I really, really want it. And I think there's a save room around here somewhere. Actually, no, I'm gonna make my way to the save room actually, and then end the video, because we'll start the next episode off with the boss, because we're actually pretty close to it. And check out who we got. You probably might have seen the name pop up here, but yeah, we have Creaking Skull again. This is where you can free match Creaking Skull as much as you want, because he appears here as a normal enemy. So yeah. He also has a fairly nice soul if you can get it. A pretty funny one, too. He also wooden golem. Oh, ooh! I think that's kind of a rare one. MP recovery rate's increased. That's not bad at all. Unfortunately, I think this whole way is pretty much just for money. I don't know if it's in this game or not, but... Okay, no. In Dawn of Sorrow, the killer dolls have an additional effect that really, really sucks. I'd really like to get that Minotaur soul, but there's a really easy spot to get that, actually. Coming up in a little bit. Anyways, let's kill all these guys. And if you didn't see what that did earlier, that dropped a money bag. 500 gold. I think you can keep coming through here, even if it is time-consuming, but it may also be nice for the experience. What level am I? Only 15, okay. When I started the session off, I was 10, and I fought 2 bosses since then, so... I guess I just haven't really been getting a whole lot of levels from the boss fights. Did not mean to send the blades that way. And I don't know why I'm attacking these skeletons. I have their soul already. So man, this thing's a lot slower than I remember it. I mean, I knew this weapon was slow, but still, I didn't remember it being this slow. Also takes quite a number of hits to kill. See, faster weapons... Like, the good thing with faster weapons is that they can usually hit multiple times, so it makes it easier for killing enemies. In fact, yeah, I'm switching to... I honestly like my combat knife. It's fast and does high damage as it is, so... The lance isn't quite that weapon I was talking about when I got the combat knife that would completely replace it. It's not actually not even close to here with that weapon I was talking about. And I don't know if it's just like a palette swap or what, but for some reason now we have pink evil butchers, or purple ones, I guess. They don't function any differently. It's really weird. You'd think they'd be like a palette swap or something, or a different enemy, but unless it's just the fog here, which the fog doesn't seem to affect any other enemies like the Fleeman, so... Usually palette swaps indicate different enemies, but I don't know. Anyways, there's a boss door here, there's a save room over here, and I'm gonna end this episode off. I apologize that this one wasn't that exciting. We only got like 2 souls in it anyways, but we got a lot of weapons. Some that probably won't be used a whole lot, and just some stuff in general kind of went on. So next time we're going to start off by fighting a boss and exploring the rest of the mess hall, I guess is where we are. Yeah, mess hall. Anyway, see you guys then.